Do you guys want to make a lot of gold prospecting titanium ore? Well, then I've got the tool for you to help you figure out if you can do that. So phase 3 is upon us. Titanium ore prospecting is on the line. We are, well, hopefully you've been keeping on top of your tokens. I have not, because I've not played Wrath. But titanium ore prospecting is coming, which means we need to figure out if it's profitable. So I had a prospecting spreadsheet I made back at the beginning of Wrath, and I've updated it. So all of you can easily figure out if it's profitable. So it's going to be linked in the video description. And this is the bad boy. Some of you might remember this and have used it. Obviously, I'm recording this a couple of days, almost a week before it's out, phase 3. So there's no data for me to do the calculations right now. Obviously, we don't know if it's profitable. But the reason why it's so important to have a tool like this is because when you're doing prospecting, you need to make your gold when you buy, essentially. What do I mean by that? Well, if you want to make gold, you need to make sure you're buying your ore at a reasonable price where you can actually make back your money. So for the most part, like over a week or two, the price of gems typically doesn't change that much. So if you have a good cushion, a good profit margin when you buy, then you're going to make gold. So that's the question you need to answer. So you can see right now, well, with the data in the sheet right now, which I updated, well, honestly, I'm not sure when. It's extremely profitable to prospect Saronite ore. We're making 70% profit just off of the raw gems, and then if you factor in the fact that you can actually craft some good cuts, then we're gonna make a bunch of gold. Obviously, I don't think these are our current prices, but we also have the titanium ore one and the epic gems down here. Now, for those of you who have not seen this spreadsheet before, you need to set, you go to pop realm selection here, and then you click your region, then it'll populate realms, and then you pick your realm, and you set your price sources. Well, we're going to use DB market, essentially. And then you just populate your data. And I haven't put in, then you can find your Trade Skill Master API key. I don't have mine right now. I'm not going to show that on the video. But once you do that, then it's going to fill out this little, this list right here will be updated with item IDs and market value. And then the calculator, well, I have a bunch of extremely ugly calculations going on back here. Don't look there unless you are comfortable with chaotic spreadsheets. Then everything gets pulled in here, and it's pretty and nice. Now, obviously, one thing that is a bit questionable is what is the best cut. So this one just uses the most expensive one. But what I found is that often the most expensive one is something that has like really low sale rate for some of these cuts. Like obviously right here, the subtle Scarlet Ruby, that's not a main gem that people care about. People are going to buy the Rune, the Bold, the Delicate, the main stat ones, or damage ones. So what I did is I added this right here. If you click the checkbox, then it'll use the override value instead, but it'll use it for the uncut price, which is maybe a little bit bad. But simply put, you can just put in whatever override you want. Here, just put in whatever prices you're actually seeing, and then override as needed, and you're ready to go. Then you'll get that value. Then that will be show up in the value of the raw gems column, essentially, once you've changed all these prices. So that's going to be a outlet for you in case one of these prices is out of whack. You can also go to the calculations pane and particularly take a look at these tables down here. This is going to show all of the, here we have the rare gems, all of the rare gem crafts, not particularly prettified because this isn't sort of a main use case. But you can look through the list here and see which has the highest value and what other ones have a good, decent value. Like for Forest Emeralds right here, we see the Energized, Misty, Sundered, Tens. And this is going to be very helpful for you when you're unlocking the new epic gem recipes. Okay, which ones are you going to prioritize for orange or purple or green? For red, it's extremely obvious, or if you have enough tokens, then maybe you're just going to buy all of them. But for red, we're obviously going to do bold, delicate, ruined are typically the main ones. But this will help you focus on the right ones on your realm. This is going to be very, very realm specific what recipe, or particularly for the green, orange, and purples. I don't think for the red ones it's going to be extremely similar. But it's something that you can do to help you make the right decisions on launch. Obviously, we can't show you any of that because I'm recording this a week ahead of time. Now, one other thing to be aware of with prospecting, value is skewed. So all of these gems have the same chance to spawn when you prospect. But usually you see stuff like what you're seeing with the rare gems here. Uncut, all of the gems are worth less than 10 gold except for Scarlet Rubies that are worth 74. So one Scarlet Ruby is worth more than all of the other gems put together, but you only get that 1/6 of the time essentially when you're getting a rare gem. So this is sort of a problem with prospecting. You need to prospect a lot. You need to prospect hundreds of ore so that you're fairly certain that you're going to have roughly the average rate. You're going to get enough red gems to make your gold back, or get enough red gems, and orange gems are also often decent, and purple and green can sell a bit. Yellow can also be good depending on or has been decent. But you need to get, if you're below average, if you craft just like, if you do 100 ores and you end up not getting any reds, or you do 200 ores and you do just 1,000 ore even, and you get below the expected number of reds, then you're probably not going to make gold, and that's going to be the case for titanium ore as well. So you need to be willing to put a lot of titanium ore onto into the prospecting grinder and get it out. So to get all of these epic gems out onto the auction house, obviously Trade Skill Master is the add-on of choice. And you can get my full jewel crafting group. It's linked in the video description. You'll get to my blog post on this, and then you can get it, and it will have all of the items in it. Once again, we're recording this a couple of days ahead of time, so like all of these items are not actually fully patched in yet. So but we can find them, and they're ready to go. Now the operation here is my typical crafting based operation. What does that mean? It means it uses the crafting value. So that's going to be the price of the uncut gem, and then the price of the cut gem needs to be 20% higher for this operation to post it. Now if you get a bunch of gems that aren't getting posted and you're prospecting yourself, then this might not be the best approach. So what I'd suggest doing then is to make something like a hard-coded gold price operation, where you're setting the 12-hour, and then you're going to set the minimum price to a specific gold amount, like this right here. Here we have the minimum price at crafting, but set the minimum price as well to a specific gold amount, whatever makes sense. Like maybe you'll have a different operation for each color, maybe you'll have one operation for all of them except red, which should have a higher minimum price. But then you just set all three prices as needed with a hard gold value, so 500 gold, 149 gold, etc. Is what we can see on this one. But yeah, that's gonna help you because gems is definitely a volume market. You're gonna have a bunch of gems in your inventory, and you're gonna want to post them quickly. You're gonna want to get them out onto the auction house, and I mean, there's nothing that beats TSM for this. Just using a scroll wheel macro, we can see that I am posting this stuff extremely quickly, and apparently the normal price for for perfect uncommon gems is 150 gold, so that's an absolute joke. But well, we posted stuff extremely quickly, so that's it. That's sort of what you need to know to get into titanium ore prospecting. I can't tell you whether it's going to be profitable on your realm or not, but I can tell you that prospecting has typically been an extremely profitable activity in WoW and Classic WoW, and well, pretty much every version of WoW the game has seen. So with that, good luck on your gold making adventures, and we'll see ya.